Hi everybody, welcome to a Rich Review. My name is Rich, and today I'm going to be reviewing the Mobile Suit in Action Shining Gundam. Now this Gundam came out, I think, if my research was correct, back in about 2002, and then they ended up doing a re-release of the Shining Gundam, and I'm not exactly sure when they did that, but the inside panels right here, which you can kind of see right here, see how that's like gold? The original ones were silver, mine is gold, so mine is the re-release. Just wanted to go ahead and put that out there. This is the American version, so all the American Gundams pretty much, now this is one of the action figures, not a model kit. So when the American versions were made, they don't usually have like the black wash that really makes all the details of the Gundams really pop out. They have a much simpler paint job, so that is one thing about the American versions. This figure comes with a bunch of accessories, which is what I really love about the Gundam toys, is that they always come with a lot of stuff. Shining Gundam here comes with 2 beam sabers, different sizes, because in the cartoon G Gundam, this Gundam was piloted by a guy from Neo Japan called Domon Kashu, and all of the Gundams from G Gundam were very based in stereotypes, as I'm sure you probably know. You're probably a fan of the show, or you know something about it. So this Gundam has a lot of influences from feudal Japan styles. So like both of the swords here, you have a long sword and a short sword, which would be kind of like the katana and a short sword that the Japanese samurais would use. So you got that. The other accessories, it comes with 5 interchangeable hands. It comes with 3 right hands and 2 left hands. It has 2 that are fists for each arm, and then 2 that are open for the beam saber. And then the right arm also has the very awesome shining finger, and that was just so cool in the show when I first saw that. I was like, oh my gosh. It also comes with one of the Land Raiders. I believe they're called the Land Raiders. This is where the pilot would drive around. He didn't have to be in the Gundam. He could drive around in this, and then it would pop open and fly in place, and then it would connect here into the back, which this part, the Land Raider part, would actually become the cockpit of the Gundam. So that's pretty cool. And then it also comes with an interchangeable head. Now this head would be the shining finger or hyper mode mode. It's where it's the panels on the side, on the front of the face would open, and all of the little yellow fins, I guess I could call them, would pop up. Not the V. The V is, of course, for the Gundams. That's always there. Very cool figure. One of my personal favorites of everything that I own. It is one of my favorites in my collection. Comes with a lot of different moving parts on this guy. I mean, he is super awesome. Super, super awesome. Let's see. So the head is interchangeable. So this is what Shining Gundam would look like in just standard mode. Just standard mode. Just like this. Move the camera back. Now, if you wanted, you can actually take off the beam sabers, and he has a place here on his left hip where you can place, wow, that's a loud motorcycle. Thank you for ruining the video. You can place both of the beam sabers on the side there, and it looks really cool. Now, the only problem with mine is that they don't seem to stay very well, at least not the small sword, the short sword, so hopefully that isn't like that with yours. Let's see what else. Oh, all the moving panels. Like if you want to put this Gundam into hyper mode, you can. That's awesome. Which would be, where he does the shining finger. The head pops off very easily. You don't have to like really tug on it. So you'd pop on the hyper mode head. Ooh, goodness! The panel came right off. Lift up the panels on the shoulders. Then on both wrists or gauntlets, it would lift up. You can lift up the jets on the side of his legs, and then also the foot releases forward. You can kind of slide it forward if you notice. See, it slides forward. Bink. And then however you want to align these other panels. This looks coolest to me. So there you go. He's in hyper mode now, except he does not have shining finger. He needs the shining finger. Get him a shining finger. Oh yeah. So now he has shining finger. He's ready to go. He's ready to pwn some other noobs in the Gundam fight, and super awesome figure. Like I said, one of my favorite figures in my whole collection of anything that I have. This would be one of the figures I'm like, that's awesome. Articulation, the head is on a ball joint, as you saw. It's very easy to remove, so it can rotate 360 very easily. It can look up and down, which is great. I love it when the figures can look up and down instead of just like only one way or something. The shoulder can reach out to about here, which is, good standard arm length. If you wanted to cross the arms in front, that's about as far as you can go. So you have articulation at the shoulder, where it connects on the ball joint. It rotates at the bicep, goes up and down on the elbow, and then the hands being, they just peg into the wrists and then into the forearms, so they can rotate 360. There is a little bit of waist articulation, not a whole lot. There's a little bit to get some poses out. The legs, what's really cool about the Gundams is they have very durable plastic, so if you want, you can actually kick the leg up to about here. Depending on how you get it to work, you can get it better than that. And then kicking it back, you can bring it about here. So you have articulation, ball joints at the hip, where it connects to the, where the pelvis or crotch would be, whichever you prefer. The knee has articulation. Then you have a little bit here, quite a bit here actually, at the ankle and lower part of the foot. Just before you get to the ankle, there's a ball joint. The foot is on a ball joint connecting to the ankle, and then you have a little bit of toe articulation because it can slide forward for the hyper mode. So overall, there is a lot of moving parts on this guy. I mean, if this thing were out there right now, still like on the market, like in Targets and Walmart and Toys R Us and stuff, I'd say like everybody needs to go buy one of these if they're a fan of the show. But pretty much at this point, if you're interested in getting one, you're going to have to find one on the secondary market, such as maybe somebody selling it on Amazon. I purchased mine off of eBay. Not too bad of a price. It's around standard price. You might have to end up paying double what it originally was retailing for, just because of shipping costs and because maybe yours will be sealed in a box. Very, very cool figure. Before I go, though, I want to show you. Put in one of his left hand that's open. Put one of the beam sabers in his hand so you can see what it looks like. The beam sabers fit very snugly into the hands, but not to the point where they slide out. I mean, it's not going anywhere. So they did a really good job with that, I think. Awesome figure. The detail work on him is great. Of course, it's not being the American version doesn't have all the Japanese paint jobs that really make everything really stand out in detail. Overall, though, with all the different accessories, all the different moving parts, the durability that you can just feel when you have the figure, and the amount of detail, I would clearly give this figure a 5 out of 5. It is a great figure, awesome figure, and I would recommend you pick it up if you're a fan of Domon Kashu, or if you're just a fan of the show and you want to get all the different G Gundams. Okay, so that is what I think. It'd be awesome if, because what I believe is that, it's great for one person to do a review, but it's also even better to have more and more people comment and say what they think about the figure for other people who come and watch the videos to see what other people are thinking besides just me. If you could comment down in the comment section, tell me what you think about this figure. Do you think it's cool? Do you think it's meh? And then even if you're not a fan of the show, maybe you just watch this review and you're just kind of interested, or you wanted to see what this was, just check it out. What do you think about this figure? Do you think it'd be worth picking up for people or something? Anyway, guys, thank you very much for watching. Hope you enjoyed this, and talk to you guys again soon.